So many unexpected things happen in our lives. Obviously, these people didn't account for a tree to fall on their house or for a flood to completely damage their homes. And they're left in a lot of financial stress because they're having to pay off all those bills that the insurance company isn't covering. And they have to make sure that they can put food on the table for their kids at night. According to Mark Nadler's article about how employees need help dealing with financial stress, he says that amongst adults, money is the number one cause for stress in their lives. And that's why it's so important that we create a financial safety net for ourselves. Now, the other night we had a storm that hit our community, and this woman came in and said that she needed to withdraw a lot of money because a tree fell on her house and completely cut off all the electricity. So having that savings account will help cover her costs that she's going to have to start paying to repair a lot of those damages. So by having a lot of banking knowledge, just interviewing some of my coworkers, but then researching, I have a lot of credibility on this topic just because I'm going to be talking about checking and savings accounts and those sort of things about investing in your future. So, because we're soon approaching that level of financial independence where we're going to have to be providing for our families and having to have joint incomes and making sure that we're going to be financially stable. So by investing in 401ks and establishing a checking and savings account, but then also setting up a personal budget for ourselves, hopefully you can see clarity that these course of actions will help set you up better for financial success in the future. So it is extremely important to invest in 401ks and set up a checking and savings account in case of those emergencies. But by going to the bank and creating those accounts, you can keep your money safe and ensure that you have money to fall back on in case of those time of emergencies. So emergencies don't only include those things, but what if your house gets robbed or it starts on fire? So if you don't have a savings or checking account, then you're having probably just loose money all over your house. And if that gets destroyed in a fire, your insurance company won't compensate and pay you that back because they don't have physical records of you having that in your house. So you're losing all that money right there. But then also if you have valuables destroyed in the fire, then you could completely avoid that if you set up a safe deposit box, if you establish yourself at a bank and put those valuables in there so then that doesn't get damaged in the fire or get robbed or whatever happens to your house. But also in an article I read that you need, or not in an article, but I heard that if you save up to 3 to 6 months of payments and put that aside, then that'll help cushion and help you pay off some of your bills if you have 3 to 6 months planned out and set up in your savings account if you put that in. But then also for other emergencies like health issues, if you need to have a emergency surgery on something that your insurance doesn't cover everything, then you can have funds to draw on in your checking and savings accounts if you establish yourself at a bank so then you can help pay off those bills. Next, so it's really important to invest in a 401k and establish a general checking and savings account at a bank. A 401k is a fund that you can deposit and put money into for retirement because when you're retired you don't have that steady income coming in. So by starting a 401k now and accruing money in it over the years, then that will help pay off your house and help pay for medical bills, but then just some of those luxuries that a lot of retired people like to afford when they don't have a job. So by establishing a 401k now, then you're setting yourself up for success in the future. But then also setting up a checking and savings account. This is really important because when I was talking with my coworkers, Jackie Palmer, she brought up a really good point that a savings is a safeguard for yourself. Not having all that money loose in your house, but in a bank will keep it safe, and you can still come and just draw that money out if you need to, but at least we're guarding it and making sure that it doesn't get destroyed. And you can also use that money then for paying off your house or paying off your car, but then for fun stuff too. A checking account then allows for you to take out a debit card. But then you can also have a credit card with that and make sure you use it responsibly. So then you can build a really good credit score because the better credit score you have, then loan lenders will be more willing to lend you that money. So you'll be more accredited and you'll just have a better profile for them to lend you money so then you can buy houses and cars, those sort of things. So in a recent study done by Cleek and Pearson, Within the top 5 reasons for divorce, what were money problems? So I know that's not relevant to what I was just talking about, but just planning and setting yourself up with your 401k, but then also with your checking savings and making sure that you're covered in those emergencies, that can avoid a lot of stress in your life, because then you don't have to be worrying about not having enough money to cover all the bills. So creating that safety net and setting up a good future for yourself can be earned through setting also up a personal budget for yourself in addition to investing and saving it. So designing a personal budget that fits your needs and wants will help you stay on track with your finances. So prioritizing and putting money away will help benefit you in the long run. Prioritizing your necessities and wants is the first thing you should look at when you set up your personal budget. So necessities, plan out your general bills and make sure that you have a good amount of money set aside from your income to pay off those bills each month. But then for your wants too, if you plan on taking a trip that month or just want to do something fun, just setting up money for that so you can cover those costs. And how to start saving money, an article, it says that 15 to 20% of your income should be put in or should be saved and put somewhere so then you can pay for those future costs. The second thing they should really be looking at when you set up your personal budget is what debt you have and paying that off. So according to Sanjeev Sinha, there are 3 factors when paying off credit card debt, or paying off debt in general, But you should look at how your loan is impacting your current financial standing, but that really is affected by your interest rates. So interest rates climb a lot faster for credit cards than they do for your home payment, let's say, or for your home loan, your mortgage. So you want to pay off the credit card bill right away, because that will detriment your financial standing more than just putting away the same amount of money for your home mortgage each month. So pay off the loan that has the highest amount of interest rate on it. And then lastly, you want to check your credit score and see what's impacting that the most, because the worse credit score you have, then the lenders won't want to give you that money in the future for different loans, because they'll see that you don't have a good track record. And then lastly, with a personal budget, you can forecast. So you'll be able to see what you'll be making in the future, or where you'll be standing at with your savings and checkings account. More importantly, savings and like your 401k and what you're investing in. So if you set goals for yourself and how much money you want to have in your savings, they'll help you stay on track with your bills and just your overall budget in general. So as you can see, there are a multitude of benefits when it comes to creating a budget for yourself and strategically allocating your money in order to be financially stable. So ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to just take that stress off your shoulders, because it can be totally unavoidable if you just set up a checking account, set up a savings account, but invest in your future with the 401k, but then set up a personal budget for yourself and figure out how much money you want to put in what accounts each month, so then you can live comfortably when you're retired instead of having to worry about your medical bills and those sort of things. So be like the lady in the storm. Have something to fall back on in case of those emergencies, so then you don't have to be worrying about and fighting with your significant other about how you're going to be paying the bills that month. So by saving and investing money, it will help build a better, safer future for you and your family. Thank you.